Hello, fröhliche Weihnachten. It is December 22 here on the Single Malt Review. Dave and Tim with the Secret Spirits Whiskey Advent Calendar for 2019. It is Tim's turn to take a blind guess at the dram we'll be tasting today. So,
feeling good about it, feeling strong. Yeah. That's not going to work. I might not do it properly.
Fast running out of it.
Yes, we can see the end. The end is in sight. Can almost taste that whatever they've got in store for the final dram there. Considering the caliber of what we've been offered so far, I can only imagine having a sneaky peek at their back issue catalogue. It is highly unlikely to be anything under 30 years old, so it's going to be spoiling us one way or the other. So, Dave has wrested free the bottle and is going to make his suggestive noise.
Yeah, okay.
One of those.
Yeah.
That really narrows the field there.
At the risk of repeating myself from previous days, it is both familiar yet different.
How many wells would you give this one?
Several.
Several. Countless quantity of wells.
Indeed.
That leaves me with extremely little to go on, but that's not what this segment is for. So, lay it on me.
For sure. Oh. There we are.
Okay, so please begin my timer.
Your time starts now. 3 minutes. Oh, that's aromatic.
Oh boy, that smells like... Am I getting new make spirit here? Something is afoot. And I don't mean feet. Yeah, this is a... Alright, we'll do this properly.
Sure.
This is malt whiskey. I swear I can smell new make in here. It is definitely cask strength whiskey, whether that's a heftier or a less one. It's not burning.
Right.
There's like a I don't know, like a deep menace to this one somewhere. I do a little bit of hobby distilling myself, and I realise I'm burning my time talking about my pastimes now, but it does mean I have a pretty keen nose for there's a quality to new make spirit, and for some reason I'm getting it here.
I'm going to quickly consult the label again just to remind myself of some certain key details.
They wouldn't have given us a work in progress, could they? Like not that it's anything like an Ardent American AD release, which we've had a look at a couple of over the years, but something about this seems super young. I don't know.
What on earth?
All right, I'm going to try it. Oh my god, it's like... What are you feeding me?
Wow.
It's like whiskey absinthe going on here.
That's got some punch to it.
I think this might be... Is this sub 3-year-old? Is this... Is this spirit drink? I'm definitely going to need water.
Certainly hot.
Definitely going to need water. That is a real explosion.
I'll add a suitable amount of water based on what I know of the strength of this spirit.
That's mega hot.
And likewise for mine.
Don't say it mega hot. Once it cools down, that's a nice wee flavour there.
Just past 2 minutes.
All right. It's giving me a bit more now. Let's see.
Oh, that's a little more
evocative
and more approachable.
Much more approachable. Maybe not quite as savagely young as I thought it would be. I thought this might be some sort of ridiculous, I don't know, like a Wolfburn or something. Something, yeah. I don't know. No, not Wolfburn. That would be...
Oh, what do you think? What region are you getting?
I'm actually kind of thinking lowland.
Right.
Like a super duper strong lowland.
Okay.
I don't know, it's almost like they're... Thus far we've never seen a double up. So I can't really go Auchentoshan again, which would I think I'd like to go Auchentoshan again, but...
Oh, it's all about... You have about 5 seconds left on a 3-minute timer.
Okay, there's a... Alright. I want to pick something, but
Okay.
I've forgotten the name, so we might have to give a little bit of phone assistance for me here to look it up. I'm definitely going malt. I'm going lowlands. I'm fairly sure it's a B. Can you please just very, very quickly look up Lowland Distilleries? It won't take long.
Sure.
It's used to have sheep on the label. It's now owned by the Australian yogurt man. I feel I've searched for this one and completely mentally lost it before.
Please bear with me.
And I'm certain it's a Blade Knock. There it goes. There we go. We got it. Did it.
So you're going
Did it the old-fashioned way.
Blade Knock.
Yeah, Lowland, Blade Knock. And Blade Knock is a whiskey that so rarely sees the light of day, and I'll try and explain my working here. It's a really grassy kind of a whiskey. It's sort of like...
grass is one of my usual lowland signifiers.
It's like a mix of like cut grass, like mowing the lawns on a hot summer's day, and also a bit of like fresh hay bale. And if you're from as agricultural country as ours, then you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. Fresh hay bale has a really... It's not quite a green grass, it's more of a fragrant, almost slightly floral kind of a scent, and that's what I'm getting out of that. So yeah, Blade Knock.
Once again, this is another masterpiece from Secret Spirits. They haven't just defied our expectations. They've taken our expectations, ground them into pulp, and burned them on an altar.
This is sounding very bad for me.
You thought this is very young whiskey,
yeah,
because it's very strong. It is in fact 65% ABV, one of the strongest we've had, I believe, on this entire calendar. It is 10 years old.
And what is it?
It is a Deanston from Highlands. It is once again a first fill Oloroso sherry cask. So again, that particularly vibrant, expressive cask.
Because I would have stuck to bourbon the whole way down that one. 65.
65. That's weapons grade.
They need to go to prison.
Whiskey.
You're not supposed to. This is okay. Maybe they shouldn't go to prison. That may be an understatement. There's typically whiskey is filled into the barrel at normally 63.3%. It can be tweaked up or low. This is the highest stonking stuff I've seen ever. I
definitely got high on this one.
I know there's a trend, particularly in the modern distillers, which Deanston is. It's a very modern distillery. It's a it's a 20th century distillery, and I know there is a trend to fill it higher proof because then you get more whiskey out of it at the end. This is the first time I've seen something as, I don't know if egregious is the right word, but this is the first time I've encountered cask whiskey over 63%. It's almost, because you hear about those bourbons, you get those Buffalo Trace which end up in the 70s because they've gotten stronger because of osmotic gradients and so on, so on, so on. I could go long into it, but that's a whole other thing. Maybe when we ever do Buffalo Trace. But to see something at 65, and it didn't hide it either. I was going to go 60, but only because my mind couldn't even wrestle with the fact that
it was a hot and fiery whiskey. Yeah, your pick of maybe 3-year-old new make spirit that aligned with what I was tasting.
This tastes young even for 10. That's crazy. I think I've got it on record. The Deanston's one of my favourite distilleries. I really like Deanston because they make like a Craigenmore style of very sort of rich, tiny thread of smoke. Are they Highlands?
They are Highland, yeah.
Okay. I think I may have misplaced them as Speyside in my brain. This is not my favourite. This is a very interesting exercise in punctuality, I think. It is a very punctual whiskey, but
I'd love to know what it is for cask at. If after a full decade of maturation in the Highlands, it has dropped down to 65% ABV.
What did that go in as? That's the real question. That's what I'd love to know.
Again, another first fill Oloroso cask, and we've had several of these in recent days through this advent calendar, and they are some of the most expressive and most transformative casks we've come across. They completely mask the distillery these whiskies have come from, and completely thrown us off, like me in particular. But this is a
first fill, and so pale as well for first fill. It's really weird. This is interesting. Look at this. See how quickly that dissipates? Yeah. This is now too strong to hold a proper foam on it.
So there's a certain sweet spot where you get that
as the alcohol,
nucleation.
Well, as the alcohol goes up, then the oils and the fats which can form that sort of head of foam, they can become super solvent in the whiskey, such that they don't even want to come out of solution and do that very, very minor bit of emulsification, which gives you those lovely bubbles. There is indeed a sweet spot, and it's sort of between 48 and, well, I guess this represents the ceiling, because you can see it try, it bubbles up, and then it's just can't hold it, because it goes into solution so quickly, because this is such a, spirit dominant mixture that's going in here. This seems like the 7th time we've said this, but this is just truly, truly surprising. Where they found this thing, presumably out back in a flame-proof cage or something, because this cask must have just been an abject fire.
That was a borderline hermetically sealed cask due to have shed so little alcohol in so much time.
So it's far from my favourite Deanston, but as a space odyssey, this is something we have truly never seen before. So that's props for that one. But good grief, how close did I get? I got the malt. Did I get the? I did Speyside, didn't I?
No, you guessed Lowland.
Lowland. Oh, okay. No, so never mind. That's a 1 pointer there. But yeah, that's rough stuff. That is rough stuff to try and guess. I don't think I ever had any hope there. But man, what a thing to come out of a box. Good grief.
Journey of discovery in a tiny 50 milliliter bottle.
Yeah, whether this is sort of a sneak preview into a trend we're going to see more and more of, that remains to be seen. I think it might be. I think this may be the first of a few, because there's this practice of filling it higher and higher proof to get more out in the end result. It is catching on.
I can see the value. You can mature this for even longer and still produce something
economics
viable.
Are pretty sound. You'd have to talk to a real distiller to really get the lowdown on the hazards of maybe such a practice, because they fill at 63.3 for a reason typically, and I know it's not risk free dumping in super super strong stuff, but the rewards are tangible and real if you can then end up with more whiskey, less water.
This is one of the most tangible and rewarding whiskies we've tried out of a very strong lineup already. So, hey.
Wow.
I think concept.
Everything we've tried, this has thrown me through the worst loop.
Yes.
Devastating.
But in a good way.
The streak has never been more dead. I'm sorry, Bladnoch. Do better next time. Oh well, signing off for today. We will be back with, goodness me, what is it, 22 next time? 22. It's the final stretch. The final stretch, and then the lucky last will be, and we're going to do that one together. It'll be the collaborative, us versus the world, us versus the whiskey, just like last time when we got it last time. We got it. It was Lagavulin, and we got it right on the head. So we'll hope for similar results this time around. I think it's not going to be quite so easy on us this year, but we'll see how we go. Anyway, Slanger, stick around. We'll be back in about 24 hours if my producing work continues apace, and we will see you then. Hope everyone's having a good December.